What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I still go by the name of DJ Odyssey. On today's video, I just want to do a little bit of a breakdown of a song that I was just making. We bringing back the breakdowns. So I was busy making like a nice Afro house song. Using my new sample pack which dropped yesterday, which is called Afro House Universe number 4. Yes, every version of the sample packs is different from the other. So without wasting a lot of time, I'm gonna play you the song how it sounds like. I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. I didn't put a lot of elements into this, so it's gonna be like a fast video. And if you're looking for the sample pack that I used in this, it's called Afro House Universe number 4. Check it out in the description. Here's how it looks like. Let's get into it. Actually, the whole concept of this track is it came up from this drum loop that it's in the pack. It sounds like this. From hearing the drum loop, I was like, you know what, let me see if I can be able to keep changing how it sounds by adding more sounds into it, especially if you buy a sample pack like this one and you don't want it to sound like what the next person who also bought the sample pack to sound the same, you know. So that's how the drum loop sounds like. And then, so from here, I decided to add in a shaker loop. This is the shaker loop. Shaker loop number 5, and I also added the top loop. Dope. And then from that together, they actually sound something like this. It also gives me like those nice vibes, like people like Uhuru. We just need those 3x4 percussions, though. You know those ones. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, it takes me back there when it sounds like this. And then also make sure that the drum loop still becomes the main sound after putting the shaker and the loop. That's why the volumes are a little bit down of the shaker and the top loop. And from there, I added a hi-hat. That's how the hi-hat looks like. Very simple. And then also adding tom. So I added like 2 toms into this. The first tom looks like this, and it sounds like this. And then the second tom also becomes almost similar to it. I wanted the whole song to be based around that clo, you know. And then also a hi-hat that goes the same way. Only added 1 little extra note. And then the claps, they do the same thing. You can hear they hit harder, and so they're helping out with the climax part of the song. And you have a riser and a downshifter, which just help out with this. just great like that. And I also added like a very nice hit, and it sounds like this alone. And then so the drums will be sounding like this. And all that matters from here is how you're gonna pan them down, you know, like something goes to your left, something goes to your right, because I didn't do too much of that, you know. That's how it looks like, only the clap and the hit, because I could hear that they would actually clash a little bit. So I just did a little bit of that, you know, so that you can hear them not being the same thing, but just a little bit. And then from here, I will go straight into these ones, like a nice pad. So the pad sounds like this. I got me a pad from Expand, and then it's called Go. And then it's like this, because I'm on C minor. I just do C minor and it's fifth, which happens to be G, and also the C minor at the top. So that's what I did here. Nothing hectic. And also you just cut off some frequencies, especially the highs and the lows. You don't want it to be too bright, especially the pad, you know. So that's what happened. And then the next thing is to add in like a nice automation there. So the automation clip is just so that at the beginning, it just keeps rising up. And then if you're familiar with my channel, you know that what I do is I take the EQ and I automate the high frequencies. So I started from the low and then go up. So as you can see, that's what it does until it reaches where it's like this. My bad. Like this. And also now we're moving into more chords, where I come to this part of the song where I'm adding chords and also have an automation there. And then the automation is the same thing. So the chords will gradually get into the song, you know. And then I use the EQ as well. Next thing, I added Fruity Slicer. So I wanted to chop up a vocal from the sample pack. So this vocal is called vocal number 5 on P1. Let's get on loops. Vocal number 5 on P1, the wet one. And that's how it sounds like, you know. So I was able to chop it up to this. Just took these, and this how it goes. All right, cool. This is how the vocals were sounding like. And then I had to come in as well to put in the piano. Here's how the piano sounds. So if you notice, I just copied the MIDI from the other electric piano from the Rhodes, and I put them here, and they sound the same. And then I use Keyscape for this. As you know, I like cinematic, and then so that's how it goes. And from here, we can move into the strings from Contact. As well, it's a copy and paste of the MIDI, and they sound like this. I keep messing up. Sound like this. And I also did an automation on this part of the song where they're also gonna go into the song gradually like that. And obviously I'm using the EQ to actually do the same thing. So it's just the copy and paste of what I keep doing. And then I added Hive. There's Hive, Omnisaw, and it sounds like this. Also has a gradual thing. So around here. If you notice, with something that keeps repeating like that, what you do is mess around with the velocities just to make sure that it sounds a little bit different from how it will sound if it was just straight without the velocities. Look at the velocities there, something like that. And then now we just move into Fabric XL, where I wanted like something like a mallet, a bell, a plug, which will just give us a melody, just a simple melody into the song, you know. So I created this melody. Something like that. I would have used Purity. I will still be using Flex from Afro Studio to create this sound as well. So it's very simple. And then don't forget to cut off the low frequencies in most of your sounds. You know, make sure that when you put in the EQ, make sure you cut off the low frequencies. It is very much important so that things don't clash. You know, and also a bass line, but this bass is a plug bass. I just use the plug basically, and it sounds like this. I use Nexus, I use UK Pikes, and then it looks like this. And also, the final thing, this bass line. Comes from GMS, is number 4. And that's everything on the song. I'm just gonna play it out, and then I hope that I was able to help out where I could. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you got this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to get the sample pack. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys on my next tutorial or breakdown. Peace, man. I'm out. Let's do this.